Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. In the center of town, you may have seen pictures as you're driving by on the Common. This was a part of a project that brought seniors in Bridgewater together with other members of the community, including at Bridgewater State. In a time like this, sharing a story is important for the future.
And it's about your life, your previous life when you were younger, and now your current life with all of the civil rights issues going on, all the social justice issues going on, and a worldwide pandemic.
Bridging generations in a time when we are so isolated is important and a driving factor for the reunion project that has been set up in the Common during the month of November. This was an effort that came together with grants and hard work from members of the Bridgewater Council on Aging, residents from around the area, and members of the Bridgewater State University community. Bridgewater Elder Affairs Director Emily Williams thanked perhaps the most important people in this project, the seniors who shared their stories and experiences for future generations.
Thank you to all the seniors. Every single participant who participated, thank you so much. We'll never forget your faces. They're on print now. It's going to last forever. And your stories. And this is an anonymous project. It's only learning from our past and present that will chart our future. That's why the students were involved. So now this will be ingrained in their brains for a long time to come.
Interns from BSU's Martin Richard Institute for Social Justice interviewed the senior citizens, asking a wide range of questions with answers that included the seniors' younger years and current day. And on each board in the Common, there is a before picture of each person that had questions asked of them and a picture of what they look like today. This is the latest partnership that has teamed the community and the university together. Earlier this year, we told you about a pen pal program between seniors in Bridgewater and the university through the Martin Richard Institute for Social Justice and the Senior Center. Laura Mulvey is the program manager for the Institute and said this was great because she got to hear from her students who had different educational backgrounds.
And I think that the Reunion Project is really one of these, core projects that really started to and will continue our partnership with the town as well as the Senior Center. It was so amazing to be on my side of the project because I got to hear the reflections from students that were coming from the social work field, from communication studies, from graduate students in the counseling program. It was so transformative for them to be connected with residents of the town that they may never have had the chance to connect with directly.
BSU President Fred Clark was at the unveiling earlier this month, and he said that oral history is some of the most important history we have.
We have physical history, we have books, we have reports right across the street about the history of Bridgewater, but nothing captures a history like an oral history. It colors in the lines, it tells the fuller story. You really do understand the context when you have that oral history that's connected to it. So I think it's very important for any history of any community to include the narrative from those that have lived it. A transfer of knowledge and a transfer of wisdom from one generation to the next. And I will tell you, we need more of that, don't we, in this country? A transfer of wisdom and of knowledge.
And the pictures will remain up in the Common through the end of the month. We told you last week about an amazing way a local business is helping out people in need during Thanksgiving. You're looking at a Facebook video from Prisco's Market and Deli here in Bridgewater, which shows some friends building 100 Thanksgiving dinners, including all the fixings. While Prisco's is in Bridgewater, that doesn't mean the assistance during the holidays is limited to town lines. 10 dinners were donated to families in need at Brockton's Raymond Elementary School. Adjustment counselors from the school worked over the past several weeks to request donations from community partners to help families in need for the holidays. Brockton Public Schools thank the adjustment counselors and Prisco's for making it possible. Thanksgiving morning high school football is something that a lot of coaches, players, and residents look forward to in communities all across the Bay State. It's also an occasion that we here at BTV look forward to every year. This year won't have live high school football, but we do have a day of Thanksgiving throwbacks coming away on BTV. We get things started at 10 a.m. with the first game in the Cape Cod Cafe Cup between the BR Trojans and the Brockton Boxers, followed by the 2018 game at 1 p.m. At 4 p.m., a game that came down to the final drive took place 17 years ago between the Trojans and the Silver Lake Lakers on the old BR football field. Then at 6 o'clock, we have Trojans Boxers from 2013, and we round out the day at 9 p.m. with last year's game between BR and Brockton, which had a combined 85 points. If the Thanksgiving nap does happen, we have all these games on demand at btvaccess.com, along with an extra game, the BR Silver Lake game from 1997 that punched the Trojans' ticket to the Super Bowl. A woman in West Bridgewater has been trying to make sick children smile by sending dolls. While they put smiles on young faces, they also serve a second purpose.
Rather than sit in a chair like a lot of old people do and do nothing and feel sorry for themselves, whatever time I have left, I'm going to make it active and do as much as I can for other people.
Beverly Bates knows a thing or two about sewing as she sewed her children's clothes, wedding dresses, and more. She also taught how to make porcelain dolls and ended up selling a lot of them while giving some to her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. The 90-year-old West Bridgewater citizen said that the doll served as an inspiration because it makes her wake up in the morning and make some and go to bed feeling exhausted from making them. She has also made these sock monkeys with special numbers in mind.
I wanted to do one for each year that I lived, so I worked hard to accomplish that. And I've had trouble with my eyes, and I've had trouble with my breathing, and a lot of different things, but this makes me get up and forget my problems. I want to do 100. I got 72, I think, done, and I'm working on them.
The sock monkeys take between 5 and 6 hours from start to finish, and Beverly says that making the dolls and puppets feels very rewarding and it makes her feel like she's useful. Earlier this year, the West Bridgewater Board of Selectmen awarded Beverly a proclamation for the great work she is doing. This is the point during the Thanksgiving week update where I talk about turkey and stuffing Pringles, but this year, of course, is different as a popular soda is getting in the fall feel. Pepsi announced that it is releasing an apple pie version of its soda. Unfortunately, you won't be able to find this one in the store because there will be 1,500 2-liter bottles given to fans through a social media contest. Using the hashtag #PepsiApplePie Challenge, entrants can send photos or videos of a baking fail. The VP of Marketing at Pepsi said failing in baking this year is nothing to be ashamed of, and we're celebrating those amateur bakers that are trying their best during a unique holiday season. So this could be one of those baking fails or a good idea. You take that apple pie Pepsi, put it on some ice cream, then you have apple pie a la mode, you have a Pepsi float, 2 desserts, 1 drink. Again, throwing it out there. Thanks for watching this Thanksgiving edition of the Bridgewater Now Update. Have a happy and safe Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm John Luck.